The movie begins in the room of a woman who just overdosed. When her little daughter goes into her room, she sees her mother's body lying in the mess. Rose Cotter, the daughter, works as a therapist and goes about her day. She helps a man named Carl, who is crazy. He keeps saying that people are dying and that he himself is going to die. Rose tries to make him feel better, but Carl keeps on with his episode. Then, Rose gets a call about a meeting with a young woman named Laura Weaver. When Rose meets her, Laura is upset because she recently saw her tutor kill himself with a baseball bat. Since then, Laura says she has been seeing a bad spirit that looks like other people. After Laura turned away from Rose and looked back, she started to worry and go crazy. Rose calls for help, but when she turns around, she sees that Laura has picked up a broken piece of a vase and is now grinning in a scary way. Laura cuts her throat before anyone can help, which leaves Rose shocked. Rose asks two officers, including her ex-boyfriend Joel, about what happened. She tells her boss, Dr. Morgan Desai, what she saw and talks to him as well. Later, Rose goes to her house, which she shares with her boyfriend and their cat Mustache. Rose and Trevor have dinner with Rose's sister Holly and her husband Greg. Rose is still traumatized by Laura's suicide, so she snaps at Holly when Holly reminds Rose that Holly's son Jackson's birthday is coming up. Rose tries to go back to work and get on with her life. She gets a phone call from Holly, who asks her to at least get Jackson a birthday present to make up for their fight. As they talk, Rose looks out the window and sees what looks like Laura far away. When Rose goes by Carl's room, he has the same creepy smile as Laura and starts to tell her over and over, "You're going to die." She calls for help, and hospital staff hold Carl back. Rose sees Laura again when she goes shopping for a gift for Jackson. Laura is still smiling. At home, she can't find Mustache, and the security alarm goes off, which surprises her. She gets a call from the security company, but it turns out to be a bad person who teases Rose. Rose goes to Jackson's birthday party over the weekend. When it's time to give out gifts, he takes Rose's, which is supposed to be a toy train. Jackson instead opens the box and finds Mustache's dead body inside. Rose tries to reassure everyone that she didn't do this, but she sees that one of the other moms has the evil grin of the spirit. Rose falls backward and breaks both arms when she crashes through a glass table. Rose is taken to the hospital to get care for her health. When Morgan heard about her episode, he went to see her and told her she should take some time off work. Rose tries to explain herself when Trevor takes her home, but he thinks she's going crazy and that she really did kill Mustache. Rose also meets with Dr. Madeline Northcott, the therapist who helped her deal with the pain of her mother's suicide. Rose starts to look into things. She listens to the recording of her session with Laura and hears a faint sound that sounds like someone breathing. She also finds Gabriel Munoz, Laura's professor, and his wife Victoria. She tells Rose that Gabriel said he saw visions of something that was bothering him just a few days after he saw Anna Powell kill herself. Victoria thinks that Rose is making fun of her sorrow when she says that Rose is going through what Gabriel did. She tells Rose to leave. Even though Joel at first didn't want to help Rose with her research, she went to see him. When he looks up Anna Powell, he finds out that she killed herself by poking out her own eyes. People say that Anna also saw a man kill himself in front of her. This is shown on security video from a petrol station, where the man can be seen smiling creepily before he stabs himself. When Rose gets home, she finds that Trevor has called Madeline to come to her house because he is worried about her mental health. Rose gets angry with Trevor and says that he cares more about how she will make him look, which makes her storm out of the room and break up with him. Rose also goes to see Holly to try to explain what happened on their birthday, but Holly won't forgive her and says that Rose is going down the same path as their mother. Rose shoots back that Holly never tried to be there for their mother and that she had to take care of her until the end. Rose goes back to the car and thinks she sees Holly walking back to her, but it's really just the ghost. Rose is taken by Joel to a jail, where she meets Robert Talley, the only person who has lived through the curse. He tells Rose that the thing grabs onto people's pain and moves on to other people. Each of the people who died saw someone else commit suicide, and then they died themselves. Robert killed someone to stop the thing from killing him. When Rose tells him that she can't kill anyone, Robert freaks out and thinks that Rose brought the creature with her and is holding him back. When Madeline is at home on her own, Rose goes back home and tries to talk to her. This turns out to be the entity in disguise, since Madeline calls her for real a few minutes later. The thing smiles at her and says that Rose's time is coming. Rose drives to her job with a knife because she thinks she has no other choice. She goes into the building and finds Carl's room, where she tries to make him freak out. When Morgan walks in, he sees Rose stabbing Carl over and over again. He screams and looks like he's tearing off his face. But this is just a dream Rose had after she passed out in her car. When Morgan sees her, she drives away with the knife in her car. Rose calls Joel and tells him that she needs to be alone so that the spirit doesn't spread to other people. She drives up to the house where she grew up and where her mother died. When it's dark, Rose sees the thing as a tall, scary version of her mother, who has long hair and is always smiling. Rose tells her mother how angry she is at how she acted because she was sick and never got the help she needed. The thing follows Rose and makes fun of her until she sets it on fire and runs away as it burns. She then goes to Joel's flat and says that she finally got rid of it. Then Joel tells her that she will always have it, and he gives me a weird smile. Rose had a dream once more. She hasn't left the house yet. When it finds her, the thing rips off its face, opens Rose's jaw, and climbs into her mouth. Joel comes to the house and goes inside, where he finds Rose putting paraffin on herself. She turns around, gives herself a creepy smile, and sets herself on fire in front of Joel, who is shocked. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to be notified when I upload new videos and enjoy watching.